Welcome to Olderhood Fastbacks. I'm Robin Trimingham of the Olderhood Group, and my guest today is Martha Harris Myron, Olderhood's international financial consultant. Today we're talking about making a basic budget. Martha, last week we talked about the steps for making a basic financial plan, and we touched on the fact that making a budget is an essential part of all of this. So hopefully today you can give everybody some tips and ideas for getting that going.
Budgets. Guess what clients always said to me and people I talk to? Oh no, the word budget is just so off-putting. It's not something I can do. It's just every time I think about it, I'll start it and nothing happens. But if you do it in a simple way, you can. So let's assess your reasons that you would want to budget at all. Think about it. You probably know you need to get better control of your finances. Maybe you want to plan for the unexpected. No one ever expected quarantining, salary cuts, health worries, and losses during COVID. You might be a bit more worried about job redundancy or your health. So in reality, then, we're going to try to narrow that down, thinking about planning for the unexpected. Now, I put together, actually quite a long time ago during the last recession, a financial survival quiz. And you can find that at http://bit.ly/fast-fact-quiz1. We've also got it listed here for your financial self-evaluation. Now let me read you just a few of the questions. I'm just going to pick about 4. Do you have enough cash that is easily accessible for the next 3 to 6 months of living, including rent, car, and mortgage payments? If you don't have enough, can you borrow what you need from your bank or your relatives and friends? If yours is a 2-person income family, can you survive on one income if one is redundant or becomes sick? Do you think your job is safe? Now, there are actually 14 questions in this, and the answers are yes or no. If you have too many no answers, not yeses, no answers, you need to think about what your budget is going to be. And let's say you're just going to focus on tracking where your cash is going. Formalize it, write it down. My budget is cash management. Where is that cash going every day? And you know there's 2 categories. Your necessaries, you have to spend the money on those. You know what those are: gas, electricity, food, and so on. And then there's what I call the slippage and the frittering. And sometimes we just don't even know. So guess which one is the focus of your budget? What you want to do is think about tackling the small stuff slippage. Keep it simple. Write down what you spend each day. Document where it's going and split it up. You could put 2 columns on a piece of paper. You don't need a spreadsheet. Don't make it elaborate. If you had to pay the rent, that goes on the left-hand side. If it's a necessary expense, utilities, that goes on the left. And then there's one on the right that says, well, I'm not really sure what I spent this money on. When you get through even a week of this, take a look at where the money is going. If you're spending too much on coffees and so on, come up with a daily allowance. It's pretty hard not to ever spend anything on yourself. But you need to know what your monthly cost is for all of your necessaries. And you can't figure that out if you don't track what you're spending every day. Once you start doing this, you're going to have a much better idea of where the money is going. And at the end of the day, even if you're just sitting down with coffee or a soft drink or a glass of wine, put it down on paper. If you're not sure, come up with an estimate, whatever it was. So at the end of the day, I know it's almost nitpicking, but it doesn't mean you have to fill out a lot of charts and decide whether or not your budget is the same as what you spent. If you can just start budgeting the cash between what must be paid and what isn't necessary, you are starting out terrifically well. Remember, it all adds up. Keep that goal and that budget at forefront of mind and motivate yourself. Individuals in the US News lately simply said their greatest regret was not saving enough before the pandemic.
Well, thank you very much, Martha. That's helpful advice for everybody. You've been watching Fast Facts. Join us again for more tips and ideas that you can use right away.